Welcome to Africa, 1987. So, of course, this is fairly recent stuff. And what we're doing here is playing actually as UNITA and as the South African forces. Currently trying to actually take an MPLA position here, but also defend against an MPLA attack on the Kanoka area. Now, unfortunately, these reinforcements are only arriving after the start of the battle, and so, of course, I don't get to set them up, but we are definitely going to be putting whoever we can here, specifically Freire, which is a Portuguese name, so definitely an UNITA unit here, but we are working with both UNITA and South Africa, and put him all over Kanoka. Now, what I'm hoping to do is converge on that village. We're moving along the road, and we've actually been ambushed by MPLA troops. That's the reason that you see this setup, so we need to defend against it, of course. We've got quite a few rattles, or ratels, and these are, of course, the South African defensive vehicle, so let's hope that they can help us out. Wish us the best of luck, guys, and as always, we are going to get started here in the battle. I like to jump straight for the combat, so assuming it doesn't happen immediately, then that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just wait a bit, but look at how creepy it is out here. Definitely a little bit horrifying, and I think what I'm going to do is immediately select some combat teams, specifically these armor teams, etc., and just kind of push forward. I want to keep it pretty normal though, so let's just recce the area here, and with the infantry I will push forward over here, and I am gonna go for just a standard move. We don't know what we're facing, so we might as well keep it calm, keep it cool, and move into position. I am seeing a little bit of smoke, but that could be our own smoke. At least our rattles are moving towards the enemy. That's the important thing. As always, we'll return when the combat begins. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I mean it, guys. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps get these videos watched and seen. Same thing, basically. But please do consider... Oh, look at that. A dead body from a previous battle. Alright, folks. Contact. Looks like it's going to be an enemy APC. Not sure we're exactly prepared for that, but our boys are going to get out here and engage anyway. Looks like our South African vehicle. Is this a... I thought it was a Warthog. It's a buff, apparently. And let's just hope that one of our guys has some anti-tank weaponry, or just anti-light infantry vehicle weaponry. They are opening up pretty heavily here. I don't know how much difference that's going to make, though, in a situation like this. We really need to get those armored reinforcements here, and there's just nothing we can do about it. We just have to wait for them. An unfortunate situation for our boys. Freire, of course, he's lost his vehicle in a previous battle, so that's just the vehicle crew kind of hanging out. Right, we kind of scared the enemy back, which is hilarious. We didn't actually hurt this guy, but we managed to avoid many casualties at all. Just by kind of firing at him, just continuously firing. However, they have taken the Kanoka area, so this goes from an ambush to now an attempted counterattack, since that has been successful. And again, I'm going to have to move these rattles separately, so we're going to go ahead and kind of do this. So we'll give these boys a chance to get through this very thick bush. And it looks like we do also have a good old-fashioned tank. I didn't even realize. So let's move the tank forward as well. Just micromanaging a bit. It's not something I often like to do in this particular game, but it has to be done. So here we go. Micromanaging as well. Just getting there to the edge of the bush, so that we can potentially get a better view on the enemy. And of course, the infantry are all moving towards that Kanoka area. We now know we have to retake it, so I'm reestablishing that into an assault. We are definitely getting hit also with mortar fire. Pretty damn effective, if you ask me. Man. Keep moving, boys. Keep moving. Maybe we can take Giberson or one of these vehicles and just kind of scout the area over here. It is possible that they have a few men here, but I think this is just effective artillery fire there from Kanoka, from the town itself. Looks like that's stopped. I don't know if now that the vehicles have appeared that they're not as brazen with those shots. But so far, we haven't spotted a single... Oh, there we go. There we go. Starting to spot the APC. Gotta get that tank even closer, though. Motep is spotting it. Two of them. Two APCs here. My goodness. Alright, well, again, not much we can do. We just have to wait. Of course I want double crust. Double stuffed crust pizza. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, here we go. So look at that. Now they're overrunning the position. This is scary. They are overrunning the position. We've got some men hidden here as well, so that's got me worried for sure. And obviously von Riebeck, and a few other units here. So let's just try to turn towards where we think the enemy are. But of course, in the bush like that, it's really tough to spot them. Nice shot! Direct hit, man. Direct hit. We have to see who got that. It has to be the approaching armor. Yeah, it's one of the rattles that's trying to get the hell out of here as well. Motsep's on the way. It looks like we've got another APC on the way, although we are starting to see enemy tanks. Come on, baby. We need this tank to work magic here. Already got hit. Actually, that's a mine. That is a mine. Let's hope he's not immobilized. A few of our other ones are immobilized. Alright, nice. Nice heavy fire on the enemy positions here. Then Kanoka just turned into an absolute nightmare. Holy hell. Or at least Borba and the rest of the infantry are getting there so they can provide some support as well. Just kind of firing on the village itself. Oh man, this is getting great, guys. Look at this. We've got anti-tank guided missiles flying out there. It looks like we also wrecked a few of the enemy vehicles already. Their infantry is absolutely terrified here. And let's just get our tank over here so that he can actually start engaging the enemy armor right there. We've got an enemy tank right there. Knocking out the MPLA armor like this would, of course, be huge for the war effort. And it looks like we've also got some missiles aimed at him, too. It's not just our tank. Incredibly, the enemy smoke actually kind of helped us here. At least it's helped us so far. Let's see if that continues. Oh, devastating shot. I need you to get into town, son. That pretty damn heavy fire, and look at that, we killed another vehicle. That's just with 20mm rounds. May have come from von Riebeck, but I think it's probably from the armor even farther back over here that's just now approaching the village. And a direct hit there. That is a direct hit on what? I don't know. Maybe it just hit the house, I'm not sure. I think it may have wiped out the tank. There's more enemy APCs here. There we go. Enemy tank is still alive, for sure. Son of a... Don't like getting our back to him. See, he just got a hit on our back. So let's just stay put. He'll eventually make himself known, and if not, then that's okay. We'll at least remain alive. Man, that's the problem, though. They're getting quite a few hits on us here. And also, enemy infantry is around, which I'm sure causes problems. Let's reverse. Love our infantry to be here by now, though. Borba and the rest of the boys. It's taken them a while to get here for sure. Both that UNITA and South African Unified Force. This is mostly UNITA, so that's mostly our UNITA allies. Oh! I think our tank just bit the dust. He did. Damn, our vehicle crew. At least he got killed before he could suffer too much, but... Man, they still hold Kanoka. We've got more tanks on the way, more armor on the way, really. Look at that. Enemy tank. Enemy armor right there. We've got to be very, very careful. In fact, I'm going to send our tank to face his. Still got the place completely surrounded and still a few anti-tank guided missiles. So I'm hoping that that's going to make the difference here. You can see that and sort of the guy holding the bazooka sign is basically letting us know that this is an anti-tank unit. we're going to charge right into Canoca. This is a full-on UNITA charge. We've still got South African rattles moving up. In fact, we still have some tanks that are hanging out back here, but I think they've been stopped by the enemy mines. Yeah, almost certainly there. So the mines have damaged some tanks. That doesn't mean, though, we can't send in the rest of these wonderful rattles. Oh! Really heavy fire coming from over there. You know what? I'm gonna send some guys to check out that situation. It's gonna be the enemy tank. But we do have a piece of armor here. The problem is, once again, immobilized. It's that those damn mines. The enemy did a tremendous job with the mines. It's all down to the infantry. See, a few of our boys are very close. In fact, look at that. A bit of a bug here. Strange kung fu kick. Graviteam won't like this, but there is a bug with one of the enemies doing a super kung fu kick that lasts forever. But it looks like we just got a good shot on him. Nice. Yeah, he just did a crazy kung fu kick. Don't ask me what that was about. But our friends are the ones that got the kill, so I am happy. And deeper we get into Canoca. I knew it was going to be a tough fight, that's for sure, but I didn't expect us to lose all those fine tanks that early on. That was kind of unfortunate. I mean, there were only 2 of them that we sent in, but I really thought they were going to be able to just defeat all of the enemies there. That doesn't seem to be the case. Another issue is there's definitely another enemy wave over here. Not just tanks, but just units in general. This is a hell of a fight, I'll tell you that much. Come on. The damn smoke is the only thing stopping them from getting a shot with some sort of RPG or anything, anti-tank guided missile. What I'd really like to do is hit that tank, but it looks like right now all we can hit is going to be the APC, and that's fine. I mean, any armor helps. Looks like we're also targeting the area heavily with mortars, which I'm sure is softening up the defenders here. Not an easy fight for the enemy, not even close. But they're definitely giving it the old college try. They're doing everything they can to stop us here. I'm just hoping this guy might have an RPG. Oh, at least I can't really see him. No, just a heavy machine gun. We need somebody with an RPG here, and Von Riebeck needs to stop trying to be a hero. It's almost like he's trying to deflect the machine gun shots from this APC to the infantry, and it's working right now. It's actually working, but we need to get a hit on that vehicle. That's the important thing right now. Looks like we may have fought back that first group as well, and what did I tell you? Some additional MPLA units all the way out there. They're just not giving up. Although, this is a situation where if they offered me a ceasefire, I would accept it. It's also raining heavily, my goodness. It's a downpour. That enemy tank. We got him. We finally got him. Enemy APC. Look. Oh, the vehicle crew is decimated. Now we're going to try to get the tank. And I think at that point, Canoca will be ours. They may be out of... Nope! They've still got them. I was going to say they may be out of RPGs. That is definitely the case, but they might still have those anti-tank grenades. And no matter the case, it does look like this guy, something's going on with him. He may not be dead, but he's stunned or something. He's just not acting right. We gotta be careful. We still got APCs here. And again, more of those grenades going in there. Just such a beautiful sight, man. It really is. And just to show you how many men we have out here, I want to show you that line. You see how far back that line extends? So we've got infantry all the way down here, which we could, of course, turn right into the town, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to charge right back into town. But it just goes to show you that when you just see those little, you know, blips on the screen, that doesn't necessarily denote how many infantry are here. We'd actually have to get up, you know, down here and count them all. And they're all spread out. So let's just hope one of these guys has some sort of weapon to take that tank out. And unfortunately, the tank is still operational. Enemy has offered a ceasefire, and I am so tempted to take that ceasefire, but I know better. I really do. I think we have to at least knock this tank out and hopefully also take the town. There's a nice hit. We also took the key point. But I'm not leaving until we take the tank. Oh! Missile just barely missed. It almost could have hit our tank. It was that close. But now that we control the key point, I feel a little safer. Pinoca is ours. Good hit. Still some more enemy vehicles, though, out here, including the APCs, the tanks. Just don't think it's time yet to give up until we completely eliminate any resistance in town here. The problem is it's going to cost the lives of a lot of our men. The enemy were quite well dug in here, and just for them to get out, it's going to be kind of a chore. Yes! Oh, that was the greatest shot in the history of our entire Graviteam Tactics Let's Plays. That was just amazing. Anybody who saw that explosion, we need Explosion Gang down below. We need greatest explosion ever down below in the comments. I am just amazed by that. Guys, our boys took out a massive vehicle, a tank, of course. Just so proud of them there. And Kanoka is still in our hands. Now let's get rid of that APC. We got rid of the tank. The APC should not be much of an issue. And man, do we need this rain. If not for the rain, Kanoka, just like the other village when we first took a look here at this new DLC, would have burned to the ground. So the rain might give them a chance at keeping their village at the very least. Maybe not. Those gasoline explosions are pretty bad. What is that? Alright, so the question is, do we accept that ceasefire? Thinking in a situation like this, it might be the right thing to do. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a fire, or is that... No. Thought that could have been an enemy unit. But it looks like just a lot of little fires out here. I mean, so far, things have gone well, and I'm actually concerned that that vehicle is continually exploding. It's going to kill some of our men. We're going to have collateral damage just from the exploding machinery. And I'm still seeing gunshots here from our men on the ground, so that's leading me to know that, yep, still some enemies here, including officers. Look at that. We've got an officer right there. Definitely want to take him out. The fewer commanders the enemy has, the better. Now, the other thing we could do is we could push on Strong Point 1. Strong Point 1 is likely heavily defended here, and all of those little divots you see, all of those trenches, probably enemies just waiting for us to head over there. But you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to attack Strong Point 1. So let's go for a full-out assault, and this is assuming the enemy doesn't just flat-out surrender at this point. Good hit, good hit, good hit. It's a kill. Nope, not yet. How many times do you have to hit this thing to kill him? There we go. Right, I also want to make sure to keep at least one unit behind, because these guys can hold our progress, basically. Back into the jungle, boys. Back into the jungle. I think that's what we're going to call this video. Back into the jungle, South Africa. They will be very tired from that initial assault, but we need UNITA and our South African troops to keep it going. And look at that. Did you see that explosion? I am estimating we're going to be seeing some enemy armor here as we approach the strong point. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Looks like that, yeah, that vehicle was actually on his way over to the strong point location. Might be trying to provide some assistance to the guys already there. But our infantry is almost at the strong point location already, so we're not going to stop. We're going to keep on pushing. And then if I were to take that area, if we have all of those areas under our control, then I would accept the ceasefire. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's an enemy unit right there. Santush. Go over there and inspect. We've got an enemy gun just hanging out. There we go. Our guys found it. But look at how well hidden this was. And these are actually Cuban units. You can tell by the clothing, etc. So it looks like a mortar position. I'm willing to bet, guys, that was the initial mortar firing at our men as they advance across the field. So it's pretty amazing that they survived that entire time. It just goes to show you how important cover is in battle. And this is no exception, man. Absolutely awesome. Strongpoint looks as if it's going to be ours here. Just make sure there's no additional locations, and I don't believe there are. So I expected this place to be heavily defended. So far, we haven't taken a single shot. Let's hope that our luck continues. UNITA is the first to reach the area. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize our guys were actually just going to come down the road. That's how safe things are after that absolute devastating attack on the enemy. Our guys are just kind of walking up the road like, yeah, this is no big deal. You know, we've done this before. But the strong point is still not ours. Interesting. So, I wonder what we're doing wrong. We just need to wait for the rest of the troops to get here. But that does suggest to me that there are probably other enemies around, or there could be other enemies around. Here we go, it's ours. It is indeed. Enemy could try going for the crossroads, that's certainly a possibility, but I'm going to go ahead and call it. We'll accept that ceasefire. We're holding our locations. I'm not going to trust Graviteam system because it usually will tell us defeat and we'll still win in the campaign. So here we go. This time, overall result lost in territory. Oh, it doesn't actually tell us. Okay, that's weird. In any case, guys, it looks like 11 guys killed on our side, 18 killed on the enemy side, but the important thing is 62 taken prisoner. That's what we're really looking for. In terms of vehicle losses, pretty dramatic on both sides. But I have to tell you something. I expected a lot more kills on the enemy side. I'm kind of surprised by that. 89 casualties to our 76. That means that 1987, maybe the safety features in the vehicles as well as the medical care has gotten a lot better than our World War II days. Well, as always, thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.